Upon finally meeting Gurutej at his residence for the first time, he generously provided directions to Santa Fe, and specifically to the La Fonda Hotel, affectionately known as the Inn at the End of the Trail, marking the convergence of the old Pecos and Santa Fe trails once used by Wells Fargo and the Pony Express. Given my 12-hour drive without rest, I expressed my need for sleep. Gurutej, embodying the relentless pace of Akal, remarked casually, "It's only 15:30. You can rest here for a couple of hours." This moment exemplified the unstoppable momentum I had only begun to experience. I found the La Fonda Hotel following Santa Fe's winding adobe corridors and centuries-old secrets. Then, the time clock to check in was located, tucked inside a narrow passageway leading to the Casablanca banquet room. This wasn't just any event space. The popular venue hosts legends like the Jose Greco dancing troupe, Stevie Wonder, and the beloved duo from Red River, New Mexico, Bill and Bonnie Hearn. Gurutej had given me a key to a locker that held access to everything in the hotel. After checking in at the front desk, I started my rounds. I learned the place inside and out. On my first night, I took a slow, deliberate walk through every floor. The mezzanine overlooked the Plazuela restaurant, a stunning centerpiece just off the main lobby. In the bar, I met Rosina, the sharp-witted food and beverage manager. She had a presence that commanded respect, and we often exchanged banter. I teased her, calling her Rosina Dina, as a playful nod to Gilda Radner's Rosanna Dana from Saturday Night Live. She rolled her eyes, but always smirked when I said it. I soon found myself enjoying a considerable amount of time with Stevie Wonder, who was staying for 3 months while filming commercials for 80K cassette tapes. He had a way of making everyone feel special, and he decided to name me Social Security. That he always said with a laugh. On my first night, I took the stairs down to the basement. The atmosphere changed instantly. Cooler air, an eerie stillness. The ceiling barely cleared 7 feet, and the thick adobe walls seemed to absorb all sound. In the boiler room, something caught my eye. Large, sealed-off cinder block walls, the size of an old doorway. I turned to a staff member and asked what lay behind them. He gave me a knowing look before revealing the secret. Those walls hid tunnels that stretched beneath Santa Fe Plaza, leading to the Palace of the Governors. Politicians had used them to escape the Mexican government, which would have killed them on sight. La Fonda wasn't just another hotel. It was a vault of untold secrets and stories, a place pulsing with the echoes of history. Soon enough, it became a familiar domain. But this was only the beginning. The neighboring Inn at Loretto and the Inn of the Governors, both of which Akal had secured contracts with, were under our watch. There was much more to uncover. That night, I was expecting to be off duty at 2400, relieved by the next officer who would take over until 0600. I was right about finishing at midnight. I was dead wrong about being done. Instead of clocking out, I got reassigned to the Casablanca room, stationed just inside the back door leading to the parking lot. A cover band was playing, their set stretching until 0130. I stood at my post, watching over the comings and goings. Then, through the dim lighting and shifting crowd, I spotted Gurutej. He had just stepped in from a back hallway that had temporarily been turned into a supply route for the bar staff. I saw him scan the room, his sharp eyes locking onto mine. Then, with a single flick of his index finger, he gestured for me to come over. I stepped down and made my way toward him, already bracing for whatever came next.